This episode of the FREE99 podcast is brought to you by Made by Grace, 2022's Ube Bake Off champ, catering all events, parties, corporate events. Make it Ube and make it extra. Catch them on Instagram, Made by Grace _187. That's Made by Grace _187. Ready?
Wait. Okay.
Jan Wayne Swayze presents FREE99 podcast. Be sure to follow SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Twitch, Instagram. Shout out to all the sponsors, shout out to all the listeners. Jan in the building. No Mike, Rommel in the building.
But anyway, you can catch me any day sipping Hennessy with my peeps. Get many play.
Nice. I'm the good homie Gus Customer Service. Rommel, could you please introduce who's in the building, please?
What we have here today is a special guest.
Yes.
The first annual Goldie winner. TikTok stealing. Music creating.
Okay.
Handsome.
Hey.
Amazing skincare. We have DJ Miles Medina, everybody.
Great beard. So jealous.
Hello.
Beard. Sorry.
Thanks. Yeah. Speaking of beards, I'm very jealous of this whole panel right now because I cannot grow a beard.
Yeah.
It's what they call a pedo stash, where I'm not allowed near parks.
So, when's the last time you grew that out, though?
Probably when I was told to stay away from my own kid's school, which was weird. Yeah.
Are you sure it's not cool?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I don't think so. But I mean, if Dahmer's glasses can make it, then maybe the stash can.
I've been thinking about rocking those glasses, like the 80s glasses.
I think you could do it.
Tinted or not tinted?
Probably tinted, because although like I've been listening to a ton of like 80s music and all the art, they all got the big ass with the like it has like the gradient tint.
Oh yes. Or we should go transitional.
Or transition.
That's so fucked up.
It sucks because it's sunny and then you walk inside. You're like, just give me like 15 minutes, guys.
Reset your glasses.
Yeah, those transitions, they get so dark with the transition.
Super dark.
Yeah.
Not as dark purple as this treat we have here, by the way.
Who we got today?
Oh my God. We have a special gift from Made by Grace.
Shout out to Grace.
Speaking of award-winning, Miles, unfortunately, you are not the only award winner here. In spirit, Grace is here because she is the annual Ube 2022 Ube Baker. She won that shit.
Wow.
Shout out to Grace. Thank you, Made by Grace.
And can you guess which one of these delicious dishes won her that award?
I'm gonna say it's the Mo Ube Mochi Bars.
Miles? This isn't even the game yet.
It's hard because everything looks crazy. Well, when I first walked in, I was like, is that a ube sandwich with like... Anyways, I'm gonna...
I think that's fried spam. I think that's achara. Okay. And I think there's an egg there.
Wow, what? Okay. For contest purposes, I'm gonna just keep it simple and go cookies.
Cookies. And just because Miles our guest, I'm gonna say he's right, but it's actually the Mo Ube Mochi Bars.
Thank you, Grace.
But what we also have are the Ube cheesecakes, classic,
right here,
and then also the Flantastic, which is a fucking amazing name. God damn! And then we have the Ube cookies, classic, Oreo, and flan.
In your cookie.
Flan in the cookie.
Flan, yeah, I don't know, but we got the fun the fuck out. And then Ube spam sliders. Ube spam sliders. Who would have put those three words together? Not me. You, Miles?
Fried spam at that.
Breaded fried.
Ooh.
Yeah. That alone is crazy.
I would say like I'm glad I saved my macros for this, but I don't count my macros.
You know, likewise. Because I was gonna eat before I got here, but it was so traffic I didn't get to.
See, it was
maybe that was the reason.
It was God sent. But then
stars are aligning right now.
Most importantly, I don't want to leave out the Ube cheesecake lumpia. Also
Ube
trademark
cheesecake
lumpia.
Ube cheesecake lumpia. Shout out to Grace. Really appreciate you for blessing us with this.
Gracing us.
Yes. Hey.
Come on. Shoot, come on.
I be
You're camo, but I see you.
Hey, shoot or
You're
shoot,
camo, but I see you.
Shoot or shoot.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you, my brother, Ronald, shout out to you, Ronald,
Hey.
I love you. He, and I shouldn't call him Ronald because I was always told to call him Kuya RB.
Come on,
so,
man.
sorry, Kuya RB, don't hate me. He does not like ube, but I bet that this shit is so good that he probably would love it. Yeah. Is there any like Filipino food that you don't like?
Well, good question.
No, I love all of it.
Really?
What's the last Filipino food you had?
Well, my wife cooks a lot of Filipino food.
Ooh, shout out to Dina.
Yeah, shout out the wives that cook.
That.
And you know what? Shout out to those who don't. Hey,
Yeah.
Therese, love
For
you.
real. Love you, Mish.
You can order. You know what to order. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
you
matters. Yeah. And
make
also
some
Trader
reservations.
Trader Joe's makes it seem like they can cook. So thank you, Trader Joe's.
Hey, stars align.
Shout out to Reese.
Shout out to Reese. So speaking of cooking, what you got cooking lately, man? I mean, you just there's so many questions. How do you keep such an amazing face, your skincare, with being so busy with traveling? You know, I mean, I know that Pharrell said to use cold water. Is that true?
I've heard that too.
I have.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Tap or like Avion.
That's sparkling only. He has bottles of sparkling water lining
Rice water only.
rice water.
He has a Brita Tabo.
a Brita tub.
Only the cleanest of cleans.
And he's like,
Cleanest of
but
cleans.
he has to like wait till it goes to the Brita. So it's like,
I'm gonna be sitting here a minute.
do you think he's probably like while he's doing his skincare, he's like, beautiful.
Have you seen the video of him washing his face?
I have.
Yeah.
And I almost
More than once.
Yeah, it's a great video.
It's a
is.
great video.
It's well shot.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And all those videos of like people doing their skincare, I don't know who does it, maybe Vogue or something,
Oh.
on YouTube. They're great.
Do you watch it a lot?
With my wife, yeah.
That's tight. No, I mean, because we were talking to Just about like his favorite YouTube channels, and he said, gangs, right? And then you said
It's true.
skincare. Yo, like this
True.
is just
when
like
I go to his
opposite.
house, that's like on his search.
he's like, what's up, Miles? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, that's his shit.
That's crazy that you go to his house and then just look at his search.
No, it's not that I look at it. It's just like
It's right there.
It like the night always ends on YouTube at his house, and
That's
it's
true.
like, you like whoever's left, whoever can fit on the couch. You already know what time it is. We're gonna watch YouTube. So like we go on Justin's thing, and it's like you just see all his searches. It's so funny.
It's like Pyru, blood, grit. That's so dope, man. So, I mean, tell the crowd, tell people who aren't familiar with you, kind of a little bit about yourself, Mouse.
I love a history lesson.
What do you want to know?
Well, let's see. Did your dad used to play guitar for like a cover band or something?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty spot on. I mean, you're into music, right?
What song do you remember your dad playing?
Easy Lover, and Reasons.
So he played the guitar.
He played the guitar, and my uncle was the lead singer, and those two songs in particular, like for sure, because Reasons is like always my favorite song growing up as a kid, and then like maybe when I became a teenager and got into music, I was super into Easy Lover. So I would like ask my dad, like, do you guys have videos of you guys performing these two songs in particular? He's like, I don't think we had a...
Yeah, he has like a reel to reel.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let me just dig up the player.
Your family parties must have been popping.
They were on my mom's side, for sure. And
A lot of live music.
a lot, yeah, because like depending on whose house it was, like my family like to like sing karaoke and dance and stuff. So like whatever the family party was, it was always like my uncle Tony, like he like karaoke DJ'd, and then my like aunties and uncles would sing and just party, and the kids would just like be in that environment. So
Did they? I mean, did you know like at a pretty young age that you're like, yo, I want to DJ?
yeah, like I mean, not super young, but you know,
Yeah.
maybe
And
like,
were your parents like cool with it since they were like had such a heavy like history in music?
yeah, like once I asked my dad about it, he was like, sure, let's try it out. And then like
That's so fucking dope.
That's dope,
going
man.
to my uncle, I was like, yeah, ask if we could buy his, because he had this he DJ'd my auntie's wedding,
Yeah.
and he had this dope like CD player mixer thing. I was like, yeah, ask if we could buy that from him. So he called him. This is probably like 99.
Yeah.
You call and it's like, hey, Miles said you're selling that thing. He's like, I'm not selling this.
Yeah, it's like, this is top of the line, bro. This is new tech.
Yeah, so that was it. And then it took me like maybe 2 years later to actually get some gear.
Yeah, what was it, like a Technics or something?
No, hell no, dude.
See, growing up, I always thought like Technics were like the thing, dude.
Yeah, if you have money, I'm a 10-year-old child.
Oh, you were,
that's right.
You were 10 at the time. Okay.
Yeah.
You're 10 at the time. So what was the first piece of equipment that you bought that kind of molded that?
It was like I got a mixer for Christmas, and it's like this old Newmark. It was like a 3-channel. Anyways, it's a mixer, and then that's all I had. And then I was like, okay, let me figure it out. So I had like Discman, like portable CD players.
Oh, look at you!
Oh,
look
you
at
got
you!
creative.
Yeah, look at you!
That's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was like in the era where it's like you had the dudes who like got the Technics,
Yeah.
and then you had like your regular friends who you hung out with every day who had the belt drives.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, good to good. And you'd be like, do you know what I'm saying? And then you're just like, oh, this is not what DJing's supposed to be. But I mean, fuck, man.
I love the belt drives.
Yeah?
I'm happy. because I started on it. And if you get good on belt drives, like once you find the techniques, it's like whoa, you can actually do hella shit now.
You can like apply it anywhere.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
That's kinda
training,
dope.
right? In a sense.
Totally like training.
That makes hella sense. I didn't think about that. I remember. I had techs, but I had no business
Having
having
techs.
turntables. Yeah, exactly. And then I remember just one time trying to scratch, and it got the arm got caught on my sleeve, and I broke the shit. And I was like, I just paid like $5 for this shit, and the shit's broke.
It broke?
Yeah. So I ended up selling the pair. I made my money. I made my money back, but it was like,
Like
Yeah.
the tone arm came off or something?
dude, it got
Holy
stuck on my
shit.
sleeve. I was wearing like a puff coat. It was.
Did you
It
Was it normal style or was it battle style?
Ooh, that's a good question.
was like one of each because it was in the corner. Just trying to make space somewhere. Yeah,
That's crazy.
It was. Yeah, it was a bad look.
Yeah, so out of the 4 elements of hip hop, I couldn't graph right because I was too chubby to run from the cops. I did rap. I couldn't break dance because again, I was husky. And then DJing, I was always obsessed with, right?
Yeah, I
like
love
watching
DJing.
like all of like the ITFs and the DMCs, and then seeing like the Scribble Jam battles and stuff. It was so wild, man. And do they still have like DMC and ITF?
They do. Well, they have DMC for sure.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Man, I remember like when Craze first stepped on the scene, and like back then it was all just hip hop, right? But he kind of brought like that electronic
Yeah, drum
music.
and bass.
Yeah, dude.
Because he's from Miami.
Yeah, and the Miami bass.
And
Booty bass.
yeah, you're right. At the time, it's super, super hip hop.
Yeah.
And especially like backpacker hip hop.
Yeah,
And-
that's why I was there.
Yeah, and like Craze was like the different one. It was like, I'm gonna play drum, and it was so different to play that shit.
And then I remember he used to have that thing where he'd speed it up and he'd like do the drums with it,
Yeah.
or do it backwards.
Yeah.
Fuck, DJ Crazy's so dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when was it that you won the Goldies?
17.
17.
Damn, that's not that long ago.
No, I mean, but I mean, like,
that
was
was
that
right
was
there.
like trick DJing like even? It was not kind of like, obviously it wasn't like in the front.
It's different because it really died off like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And by died off, I mean it just like changed, and then like culture went somewhere else.
Yeah.
At least in my life, because like it was still going on. But
Right.
It was just a little different. Like maybe I just like outgrew it because I was a teenager going into my 20s. So I got into like the more party stuff, and then technology is really what brought it back, because they were making these mixers now where you could hit all the cue points and with the buttons. And
Oh, right. So it was like a sampler almost, right?
yeah, so now you could do shit like that.
Yeah.
And then that really brought it back. And then IG helped because now there's people making videos, and now little kids want to do it. And then that's
YouTube
really,
that shit. Yeah.
So it was totally like this new era of that stuff.
Who'd you study?
Whatever I could get my hands on, like video wise. So Craze was definitely one of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm you said that there's like little kids who are doing it now and stuff, but the first thing that comes to mind is like Call of Duty, right? Because like I stopped playing Call of Duty and I thought I was like fucking bad, but then like all these little kids who call me like racist epithets,
Oh, really?
like, they're really good, and I'm like, you know what? Like, no, but like it's not the same with DJing, right? There has to be like,
No way, dude.
Yeah, no, don't you call us anything on IG. But it's
There's
like
trolls
there's
everywhere,
skill. No,
though.
but there's skill to it, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
definitely.
just because like the technology is up, it doesn't necessarily mean that the kids have like the upper hand per se. Ooh.
I've seen some dope kids though, dude. And like
Yeah.
because they're so young, like they just it's just all fun to them.
Yeah.
And that's where you get the best results, because
That's
they're not
true.
trying to like be like, they don't have any like history of like, all right, this guy's dope, I gotta be as dope as him. Like they're literally just having fun.
There's no ego behind
There's
it.
no ego.
Yeah,
That's why like
I feel
the
it.
kids are tight.
It's for the love of it, like just creating and shit.
Yeah. Can you explain? I saw a video of you. I forgot what it was, but it was recently. I think it might have been in San Diego. It was like an outdoor event, and you were like DJing with the dude with the long hair. Yo, that shit is like so hype. If anybody who's watching, check out that reel. It's on your IG, right?
Yeah.
And was it just that you guys were just so in sync?
So yeah, so that's Jael. He's the best. He's from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And, that was my party that we booked him for, and yeah. So like I played before him, he played after me, and then like towards like the end of the party, I was like, let's go back to back. So I plugged my USB in, and we have one deck each.
Yeah.
So he has the right deck, I have the left deck, and then we just go like one for one, and then you're right, we were totally synced energy-wise completely, and it was the best ever.
Dude, I can tell, because I think it's the first snippet where you guys are like, you guys are kind of queuing up, and then you play it, and then you get into this kind of like weird jump, like almost like a gazelle. It's so beautiful. And I'm like, yo, that's like, no, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Just like, you're like feeling the music, and it's just like, everything kind of slows down. It's fucking dope. Like being a DJ, you're controlling that, right? And then when you find like, you sync up with that DJ, it's just like, it's magic. That's like a personal, like magical experience, right?
It really is, yeah. I'm not controlling anything. That's controlling me.
Yeah. And have you had like, are there any other memorable like magical experiences that you've had?
Yeah, for sure, but I don't remember right now.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that it just kind of goes by super quick, right?
Yeah, and like I said, like the best moments like is like has nothing to do with me. Like it's just happening.
Yeah,
So,
the energy.
Yeah.
Would you say that like improvisational skills, like being able to quickly think on your feet, like that's an important thing?
Yeah, that's why we practice so much, so we can do that. So like at home, if I'm practicing, it's so I don't have to think when I'm playing live, because like it's like that's the last thing I want to do is think.
Right. So
It's
go ahead. Sorry.
It's like jazz.
Yeah. So you can like riff, right? Jazz, Miles. I get it.
Do you do like do you give yourself set hours, like I'm gonna do 8 hours today, and just you know what I mean?
Usually like one. So it's like
One big ass session.
just like one. I'll set a timer. Like, all right, this is how much time I have today. Like on an average day, I'll set like a 1 hour timer, and that's it. Like just figure it, because I have other shit to do. I just but like usually if that yields to like one idea, like I'm happy with that.
And are you like kind of along the same line of thinking that like 10,000 hours to kind of like master your craft, like the whole Malcolm Gladwell?
Probably.
Yeah. For sure.
I love that thought of it.
Yeah.
Like I hold that sometimes, because when you do shit like continuously, and then you kind of like, not that you lose the love, but you lose your tracking, right? And then it just kind of just centers you back to like, all right, like why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like why do I love this so much?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely truth in the 10,000 hour thing, and then there's also truth into just like God-given abilities.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on now.
But talent, and hard work ethic has to like balance out.
Yeah, and you can't have only one of those.
Right.
Come on.
But one thing that I do know about Miles that I learned early on was his love for music and love for timing. I don't know if you remember this, but we were in Vegas one time, and this DJ, we're at the club, and the DJ starts playing Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. Right? So he's playing it. Everyone's getting hyped up, right? Drums haven't even hit yet, but Meek Mill's spitting. You see the whole table. Everyone's going crazy. And then he changes the song before the drop. You know what I'm saying? So then we're all like looking at each other like, yo, like, we're with Miles, right? And then so Miles makes a fucking beeline to the DJ. Do you remember that?
No.
You make a beeline to the DJ, and then we're like, yo, what'd you say? Like, yo, you were just saying like, you can't do that stuff.
Oh, where we at? Omnia?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Damn, he did that?
He did that, dude, and we're like getting held into it, and then we're like,
Was that a troll?
You can't do that.
no, it wasn't a troll. I think it was his first time in Vegas, right?
No, because that was my homie then. If that was at Omnia, that was my homie.
Yeah,
so that's
dude.
probably why I told him. I was like, what are you
I thought it was a
doing?
stranger. I was like, yo,
No.
I fucking respect this guy, dude. Every time I hear dreams and nightmares, I always think of you, dog. You just said there's certain things, right? You just, it's like, it's you can't
That's
allow
a
it.
big no-no right there.
Right.
You know?
And I'm sure, you know, like you said you're listening to 80s music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your knowledge from music probably like expands way further than just hip hop.
I barely know anything about hip-hop. That's what I think anyways.
Really?
Yeah.
What about just generally in music?
Oh yeah, I love music.
All right, well, let's put that to the test. So, I have a bit of a game for you. And do me a favor, Miles, while we queue up the questions, why don't you enjoy some of this beautiful food?
Yeah, please, my bad.
All right, yeah.
Like, help
Let's-
yourself.
Sorry,
Let's go for it.
I just get lost in Miles' eyes and skincare that
I'm good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
all right, so
You want to play?
oh thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Grace.
shout out to Grace.
Thanks, man.
All right, so
All right, what do you got for me?
we're gonna call this game Victory Lap,
Okay.
aka he's going the distance.
Okay.
These are gonna be questions about music with references to Miles.
Hey, put that in the camera real quick.
I like that.
Just put that in the camera real quick, just one time. Just
Look at that. That's a award-winning. Put the award-winning right in front of the award winner.
Jeez, Grace.
There it is.
Thank
Look
you,
at that.
thank you, thank you, thank
This
you.
is levels. This
Yo,
is
what is this?
That's a ube cheesecake lumpia.
Oh my god.
Imagine if that was hot. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so, shout out to Grace.
shout out to Grace. I
Shout
can
out
hear
to
that.
Grace.
Even if it's not hot, it's still crispy.
That's what I'm talking
Great.
about.
Can you ASMR that crispiness real quick?
Amazing.
Here we go. Brand new. Go ahead, Miles.
That was a moment right there.
Here we go.
All right.
Come on.
Shout out to
Soundbite.
Grace, dog. Soundbite. Yo, people are gonna scratch that.
We're gonna put that on TikTok and make $1 million off of you.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You got to be all powered up? All right,
Have you a napkin, please?
here we go.
No, thank you. Sorry.
No Seapoon voice today, by the way. Thank you, nature. All right. Vanessa Carlton came to the defense of a rap song that sampled her hit 1,000 Miles on Twitter in 2021. What was the name and artist? What was the name of the artist and song?
No idea.
No idea?
No idea.
It's Young Gene, Ace, Spinner Benz, Fast Money Goon, and Wappa with a chopper called Who I Smoke. Have you heard that? Mm-hmm. That's just fire.
That's a
though.
good one.
That's fucking fire. Mm-hmm. This one, I think, I did a little research, my friend, and I hope you get this, okay? Okay. David Bowie's Life on Mars is just one of his classic tracks.
I'm not gonna get any of these.
You're gonna get this, dog. Hey, look at my eyes as I read this. All right, David Bowie's Life on Mars is just one of his classic tracks that were redone in Portuguese for a 2004 cult classic movie about an oceanographer working miles under the sea. What was the name of the movie? Here's a hint.
Steve Zissou.
There it is! The Life of Aquatic. I told you, dog. I told you. I know your love for Wes Anderson, yo.
Yes.
It's tough, man. This one I don't know because you admitted that you don't know a lot about hip hop. All right, play that soundbite before the question. All right. In the movie 8 Mile.
There it is, y'all.
Oh God, I've never seen it all.
In the movie 8 Mile, which is reference to an 8 Mile road, a highway that cuts through Metro Detroit, B Rabbit exposed his final opponent, Papa Doc's real name, place of residence, and who his roommates are. Do you remember what he said?
Such a great verse. I know you know this.
I've never seen that movie.
Do you want to
dude.
phone a friend? Ask us.
I know that.
You want me to phone a friend? Can I do that?
You can phone a friend, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're really gonna phone a friend?
Yeah,
Fuck it, let's
do
do
it.
it.
We're gonna
do
call
it.
your previous guest
Ooh,
Just Owner
Just Owner.
because
Good
he's
idea.
gonna know this.
If he doesn't, I'm never buying any hip hop reference series clothing ever.
It's our first call-in right
hear
now.
in the
That's
mic?
crazy.
No, my mom. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Shout out to you, Mama Glow. Also, shout out to Jency and Marty. Jency, I love you. Marty, I love you.
Love you, Jensen.
You introduced us
and
together.
Mila.
And Mila.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he did. If he doesn't answer, then I'm gonna
Call Marty.
take
Marty.
a 0.
Mario probably.
Yo, yo.
Oh.
Hey, do you have a minute? Like 1 minute. Oh, you're at the gym?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right, so I have a question for you. I'm at the podcast right now.
Hey,
what's up,
hey.
Gus and Rommel said what's up.
Hey.
All right,
Miss
so
you, Zaddy.
we're doing music trivia, and since I've never seen 8 Mile, I'm phoning a friend. So you gotta answer this for me.
You ready, Jess?
All right, man.
All right. In the movie 8 Mile, which is a reference to 8 Mile Road, a highway that cuts through Metro Detroit, B. Rabbit exposed his final opponent, Papa Doc's real name, place of residence, and who his roommates are. Do you remember the line?
Clarence is his name,
Yep.
and Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
Correct.
And who are his roommates?
Dang.
We'll give it to him. Now you got it, Jess.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Miles with the
That was
win, Jess with the
successful.
win.
What's the whole thing? Though?
The line is Clarence lives at home with both parents, and Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. Good looking
He
at
said
you,
that in
guys.
the rap?
They said that in the rap. You gotta watch it.
I know.
Yeah.
Jess always tells me I gotta watch that movie. Anyways,
Go watch it.
Yeah.
all right, thanks, bro. Have a good workout.
Yo.
Yeah, have a good workout. I'm watching your rings,
Later.
Jess.
I'm late.
Good stuff. Look at you.
That was solid.
That was
That was solid.
All right.
What'd you think of that lupia?
Oh, it was amazing. And you know, besides the flavor being great, the texture is great because it's crispy and it's nice.
Can I invite you to one of these Pond de Sal things right here
These?
with the spam?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
do it together?
Yeah. Oh,
Are we-
yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. Samesies.
I believe that's called.
Ooh, and she got the fork, so that's solid. She knows what she's doing. Look at Grace.
Can we get a zoom?
Zoom into that.
Zoom.
Capoeira.
Post-edit zoom.
One of these is Gus. Gus, which one is yours?
The one that far
This
corner.
one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll take this one.
You licked it already?
No, because I held it for a B-roll.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. Here we go.
So,
All right.
Part of my reach.
Go
reach.
for it. Go for it.
Let's all take a bite at the same time.
In
What
unison. Egg. It looks like katsu spam and achara.
Achada.
You know, like, just color palette-wise, it's beautiful.
Super cat
beautiful.
Manadu.
It's like eating
I like
grimace.
achara. Like what?
Eating grimace.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys.
Big up.
To Clarence.
Love.
To Clarence and his parents.
Clarence and his parents.
Okay.
I think I could eat this one, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. I think you should eat that one.
You know what? Fuck that. It doesn't matter if you answer these questions right or wrong. We're all winners.
What do you like, lactose or something?
Yeah.
I have all my toes.
Grace. God damn, Grace, this is amazing. That's great. Oh my, that's great.
That's great.
I've never had.
Amazing.
Is it like
Amazing.
spam katsu damn near?
It is spam katsu with an egg and achara. I don't really like achara. I'm real
love it.
choosy about it. Like,
Really?
When I have it, you know what I mean. Like, don't just throw it on stuff for me, but like, you gotta intro me to it. But then with that, the way she has that all lined up,
I want to know
Levels.
if there's so many flavors, right?
Levels.
It's so umami. I want to know kind of like what were the ones that didn't make it? Like, what did she try instead?
Right, you're right, because this is a result of trial and error.
Yeah, there's no way that Grace, unless Grace is like,
Like she did one, she's like, this is it.
yeah, this is it. One and done. Like, all right, I'm out, y'all.
I'm shooting from half already. I'm good
George
now.
Costanza. Yeah, exactly.
I won, dog. I won. 2022.
All right, next question.
All right, let's
Question.
Play the soundbite, Jan. This musician, who notably wrote Boyfriend by Justin Bieber, decided to walk across America in 2019 after feeling a sense of dread promoting his then new album. Who is this artist?
go. Wow, I knew this at a time.
Probably like around 2019. You got it.
It's not The Dream.
No.
Who?
It's already
It's not Ed Sheeran.
No, definitely not Ed Sheeran. Take another bite of the sandwich. Maybe it might help with jog your memory.
Damn, I remember when that song came out, being like, wow, so-and-so wrote this?
Yeah.
But I don't know about the guy walking, or guy or girl walking across the country.
I'll give you a hint. He wrote a song about Ibiza.
He wrote a song about Ibiza.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a song
that's 2 hints.
about Ibiza.
Yeah.
Give me one more hint.
So lost.
If I could write you a song,
Sorry, dog. I'm get low.
Give me one more hint, dude.
if I can write you a song to make you fall in love. It's like lyrics from his like most known song.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
I'll give you his initials.
No. I don't know it. What is it?
All right, it was Mike Posner.
What?
Yeah. He walked across America in 2019.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he wrote the song.
Yeah, dude, he wrote Boyfriend, which is crazy because I still rap to that shit with my kids. Also,
Like freestyle?
no. I just like we all just sing along to it. But then also like full transparency, I also just listen and rap to it by myself in the car.
That's a
too.
great song.
It's a good fucking song.
Yeah, it's a feel good. It's a feel good.
Yeah, dude.
Everything. It's very Jackson-esque.
That
you know what I
came
mean?
before all the sorry stuff, right?
Yeah.
The Skrillex album.
Was this Skrillex Diplo, right?
Yeah, they did the whole thing, but
And they don't get along anymore.
but you know, the album was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. And that's coming from me who like at the time I wasn't even into Justin Bieber. And then until I heard that and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, he hit it with that one.
Yeah, he
he
did.
hit it with
It's
that
great.
one.
Like till
Yeah.
this day it's still amazing.
and then the album after that, not so much though. I think that was the one where he had like Migos, Rest in Peace takeoff.
Exactly. Like you know, it's not all about the producer, but like it's a big part of it is the producer.
Yeah.
You know? Producers.
We'll talk about that later, Miles. I see what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, last question. Last question.
Just get ready though, okay? Just in case.
San Francisco rock group Journey released a classic song about a small town girl and a city boy who decided to take a midnight train. What city is that boy from?
Silence.
Think about the lyrics.
Is it Detroit?
Correct.
Hey, Detroit.
Let's go.
Isn't it South Detroit?
Yeah, but we'll give it to
South Detroit.
South-
South Detroit.
Sorry.
Detroit.
Which is weird that it's Detroit.
Yeah. Because
Anyways, but
I think he was just trying to look for a midnight train to anywhere. Good shit, Miles.
I failed.
No. Actually, you in ratio, you won the game.
Sure.
Hey, C's get degrees.
She's got the green.
C's get degrees.
Were parents pushing school for you?
It got to I mean, yes, like any Filipino parent until they just saw it. They're like, okay,
They saw it.
That's fucking
you're a
dope,
lost
dude.
cause. Not a lost cause, but they like there's no point.
You have your path.
Yeah.
You carved your path already. At what age did
In a
you?
way.
In a way. So,
Anyway.
what was the first gig that I don't try to be cheesy when I say this, but like the aha moment where like this is my shit now. This is all I'm gonna do.
It was it's when I saw a picture of the Neptunes and one of them was Filipino.
You know, he went to Minna and then no one blinked an eye at him, and there was a picture taken at the
Yeah.
end of the night.
I believe
Chaz.
it. That happens.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That he was like that the Rufio for me. You know, that for you, that was you. Like me, it was like Rufio when I seen
Yeah.
Dante. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is representation truly matters now.
Yeah.
You know, Disney Plus has a Filipino like a Disney Junior show called
yeah.
Firebuds.
Firebuds. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but apparently it's a Filipino kid and his Lolo and his firefighters.
What was the
That's sick.
Right?
last year, like Bao or something? There was another Filipino.
Float.
Float. Yeah.
Float was when that was Bobby Rubio talking about his kid, and then it's actually because his kid's on the spectrum. So yeah, when that one came out, that one hit. Yeah, hit a lot of homes. They don't talk about that in the culture, right?
Yep. And I think that's amazing that they're kind of representative of all of that. And props. Shout out to anybody who is dealing with that and going through that. It makes them so much stronger. Makes them an amazing person. And I think you actually had Bobby Rubio on the show.
Yeah. Shout out to Bobby Rubio.
Wow. Yeah.
That shit was dope. But what high school did you go to?
American High in Fremont.
Is that right?
What year was that? Did you guys have pagers?
Yeah, you're young, dog. Enjoy that
Did
youth.
you guys have pagers?
Did we have pagers?
Back then?
We had pagers when I was in like...
Two ways.
Two ways. It had to be two ways.
Were you still playing Snake on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, tight. Okay.
So like the pager thing was like I was a little too young to like for my mom to buy it for me. I wanted one.
Yeah.
But I was probably in like fifth grade.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, no.
Why do you need a pager?
And then but yeah, when the Nokia thing with the Snake thing, that's when I actually had a phone.
Those don't break too, by the way. Those Nokias.
They don't break.
They're super like.
You're right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I've thrown a few of those.
I remember when I asked my mom for a pager, and she's like, "Why do you need a pager? Drug dealers have pagers."
Yeah, I got that.
But I was like, "Hold
How
up,
did she
mom."
even know that?
I was like, "Hold up, you're in the medical field. You know,
What's your drug dealer's pager?
No, I was like, hold on, you're in the medical field, mom. You know, doctors have pagers too. Why don't you bring that up?"
Because doctors are drug dealers.
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh.
big pharma.
Hey, Miles, what do you think about Western
He's so
medicine?
woke.
Hey, so like speaking of producing, I do have to say and give you your flowers and give you your props because
Let's hear it.
this man was on or is on the Pilo album and has production credits on how many tracks?
A lot of them.
That's right.
That's fucking
That's
dope,
right.
dog.
How does that? I mean, like to be in the studio, like, did you have? I mean, have you had production credits on any music before that?
On that level, no. That was the first for sure.
Damn, that's like a.
That was a dream come true.
Can you describe the feeling?
I forgot, but like I remember like, you know what's funny? Because we did that song and then like I didn't hear it for like 2 years, right? And then
Yeah.
and then
Damn, that beat is 2 years old.
well,
That's wild.
part of it.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, how I found out about it was Marty texted me because it came out the night of like one of the NBA finals, right?
Yeah.
It was like came out after like a really important game.
Yeah.
And
So you're really into sports?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, do you remember which game it was?
I'm assuming the Warriors because they had to be Pilo, right?
Maybe when they made it to the playoffs or like
Yeah.
when they made it
Recently?
to the finals or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And then it was one of those games. Right. Anyways, he released a song at night, like after the game. And Marty was like, yo, I saw I just heard the blah, blah, blah. I was like, that's out. And then like I went to think, and then like I haven't heard the song in 2 years or whatever, or a year and a half or whatever it was. And I was like, it was like a little cringy at first because, you know, I don't like listening to myself. And then I was like, damn, because I had done those scratches a long time ago, I was like, man, I would have done these different if I did these today. And then after I got over that initial thing, like the next day I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then like, you know. Did
you have a chance to like redo the scratches when you did like the studio version, or was there no re-recording?
No, like what I sent him was what I sent him, and he used it. But then like the rest of the album, we definitely really worked on those.
Do you remember the first time? Sorry, do you remember the first time you heard that song and you were not like it wasn't being played by anyone in your camp? Like you were just outside or somewhere, you were somewhere random, and that song was playing, and you heard it yourself.
Oh, after it came out?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Like where were you randomly at the store? Were you at the taqueria? You know what I mean?
I didn't hear the store thing yet, but every time I do hear it, it's really cool. Like,
yeah. You're hearing you. You know what I mean? Like, so you said you have a few. How many is this? Your first? Well, he answered that question. This is the second album that you did.
First on this level.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm loaded.
Already?
It's a spam.
You're loaded on the spam.
God, it's a spam.
So our friend here with luxurious hair, he actually did a bit of his own research, and he found out that the initial samples that you were going to use were what?
Oh yeah.
T-Pain and
T-Pain and
Oh, Big Sean.
Big Sean, yeah.
Oh,
nice. I don't know how you got that But obviously, you are a master at Google. Because I was like, Miles Medina. I was like, okay, that's it. First 2 links, I was like, all right, I'm done with my research.
His IG page. This is all I got.
Man, I mean, yeah. I'm not trying to fanboy or anything, but I am pretty much in love with everything that you've done. Even like, damn, dude, even like that little Uzi Michael Jackson thing that you recently did with like a Serato in the stems. Mm-hmm. It's fucking amazing, man.
Thanks, man.
And like you just blend everything together, right?
Yeah, that's cool because like Serato, like the DJ software that we use, it's like the new update is like there's like stem technology now, which means you could isolate the vocals, the drums, the bass, and the music, which is like crazy.
Right,
like,
it's unheard of.
Layer that shit
unheard of.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And
on the fly.
That's
wild.
You know, it just opens up all these possibilities. So
take that Kanye stem player.
It's the same technology as that stem player, but it's actually useful. Like, you know,
yeah, it just doesn't have like Donda 2 on it, which no one really cares to listen to. But anyway, so I mean, it's just like with Grace and her not hitting this on the first shot. I want to dig into like your recycling bin on your computer and just see like what you thought was like, yo, this is fucking fire, and then it's like maybe not.
What was the first song you sampled?
Oh, I don't know. First song? No, I don't know.
You remember?
No.
Nothing.
No.
What was the first song that made you fall in love with like hip hop,
well,
like music?
I'll tell you. For me, like my introduction to actually playing with music was just after the Discman situation, and when I finally got one turntable for Christmas, a belt drive thing, I could play with my dad's records or my mom or my parents. So then I remember specifically the first records I was messing with was Sade records.
Ooh, damn! So your pops basically set you up to be a cool fucking guy. Cause like all my mom's records were like Filipino records. Was like I can't sample any of this.
What are you talking about?
I tried. I know Kick Push. I knew you were gonna say fucking Kick Push. I know as soon as we found out like it was a Filipino song, we're like, best. We out here, dog.
Yeah. I had no idea when I found that out. I think it was because I think you posted that.
Kick Push, dude.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Lupe Fiasco, man.
There's some hot Filipino stuff. Like I remember I got into like Filipino disco.
Oh,
when because I was really into disco. And then when I went to the Philippines one time, I met up with some DJs. I was like asking them all about it. They're like, yeah, we'll send you all this shit.
Yeah. And
I've never heard about that stuff until that. And then they sent me this folder. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
It's all like MP4s or MP3s?
Mm-hmm. I could give you the folder.
Please?
Yeah, it's great.
And then while you're at it, can you add me on Instagram?
Oh, yeah. Do I not add it? Okay.
No, but your wife does follow me. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate you. So I was going to ask you, though. Like, obviously, I think you have to kind of expand your mind and listen to different genres of music, right? Mm-hmm. Brazilian rock, 70s funk.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, dude, the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, so, and being that you're like into drums as well, are you a fan of like the old like Keep in Time? Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
Keep in Time was like this thing that was it was like a movie that was actually or a documentary that was released by. It was the DJ from the Beat Junkies. Was it J-Rock?
J-Rock made a documentary called Keep in Time.
Keep in Time, yeah. So basically, they got a bunch of studio drummers.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then they like mixed it. Newmark was in there because Newmark is like always like juggling drums and doing things like that. And they were kind of comparing or looking at the parallels of like DJing to drumming. And then they had like a live event. I'm pretty sure it's all on YouTube. And then after that, they did one specifically in Brazil. So it's called Brazil in Time.
Yeah. That's when it gets crazy.
Yeah, dude. And then like, like Madlib was all on that.
Yeah.
That guy is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that guy's wild. I mean, do you have any like kind of like go-to documentaries or like music things? I mean, maybe like a comfort like a album or like a comfort documentary in regards to music.
Documentary. I mean, there's so, and like when I'm asked things on the spot, it's hard to remember. But off the top of my head, you know what documentary I love watching is the Quincy one.
Ooh, on
which is that one?
On Netflix. It's the Quincy Jones.
I haven't seen that one yet.
That's a really good one.
Is it a docu-series or just one shot?
One shot.
All right.
And I think Rashida made it too.
Ooh, of course, and she's shout out to Rashida.
Yeah, shout out
I'm
to
gonna
you.
ask you a hard-hitting question, and I want you to be honest. Have you heard the conspiracy theory of Stevie Wonder not being blind?
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing.
The evidence is so
The
good.
evidence is solid. Stevie, we're on to you.
Backstory. Run it. Run it, Rommel.
So basically, there was an article that was released, I think maybe in late 2010s or something, with a conspiracy theory, or like somebody posing a question that, is Stevie Wonder actually blind? So if I'm trying to remember, one thing that I remember is you can look, you can go on YouTube, and there's a YouTube video from like the 60s or 70s where Stevie Wonder is doing a drum solo, and he's like playing the drums and he's going wild. I was like, all right, well, that's peculiar. And then there was also another one where they were on stage somewhere and somebody walks by and then knocks over a mic stand and Stevie Wonder grabs it.
Like he catches it.
He catches it. Like, yo, like
Sixth Sense?
It's
No.
so good.
I know
It's
that-
sharpening.
that-
No.
I don't want to misquote or missay anything, but like Miles said, the evidence is there.
Have you heard the Shaq story?
No, what is that?
Shaq
The
story.
Shaq story is
Nah,
when
go
like he was in an elevator or some shit, and he hops out the elevator, and Stevie Wonder goes, "Hey, what's up, Shaq?"
And he's like, what? And he's there by himself.
No, and then like the elevator closes, and that was it.
See? That's wild, right? But you take off the glasses.
But again, like this is just a story coming from one person's mouth. Like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know how I act, but like that's the Shaq story.
But then the video
That's
though, where
funny.
he's like,
When he grabs the
he grabs it before it's like, hey yo. I love like music conspiracies. It just
Yeah.
kind of like makes it deeper, like the whole thing with like Paul McCartney. You heard about that?
What's that one?
That Paul McCartney actually died like a while back, and it's just an actor playing him. And if you like spin a Beatles record backwards, it says like Paul is dead. Yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch.
There's that Taylor Swift one too, where she's just like a bunch of different Taylor Swifts.
Oh, like Saddam Hussein, like how he used to be
Like one died and they just replaced her, and there's like a plant.
Oh, shit.
I'll send it to you. It was weird, but the picture comparisons, I guess all people look alike. You know what I mean? I don't know. Rando.
Have you seen that Taylor Swift lookalike?
No. What was it?
There's just some girl who really looks like Taylor, and like I seen it on IG. I think there's like a popular maybe TikTok page.
It's
and
one
like,
girl?
Yeah, and then she'll walk around and people are like, "Oh my god!" Look. And then her friends are like, "This is not Taylor." Like
Oh, she
like,
doesn't even like eat it up or anything.
No, she like almost doesn't like it because it's like she gets a bunch of people coming up to her like crying and stuff.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm just trying to be a dentist.
I really have to pee.
Yeah, I'm just taking my my prereqs for dentistry, guys.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like this Facebook group. There's a Facebook group out there full of people who all look like Adam Sandler. Have you seen that?
Oh, it's fucked up.
They all
Adam
look like Adam
Sandler?
Sandler. No, but I think they're all part of this Facebook group, and it's fucking
Cargo
hilarious.
pants.
Like they joined themselves.
Yeah, and it's like you see the pictures, and it's like Adam Sandler, like in all
Ethnicities?
movies. No, like yeah, he's like, what was it like in what was that Gems movie?
Uncut Gems.
Oh, Uncut Gems. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like in Uncut Gems, and then you'll see him also like in was it like Click? You know, like all of these different era like.
And they really look like him.
They really do. I'll pull it up after the show.
I would love to meet the Uncut Gem version of Answer.
I know. He'd be like, oh my, remember he's like my dick's hard.
Yeah.
That movie threw me off. Like, because I was so accustomed and trained to how an Adam Sandler movie was, right? For
Yeah.
a certain time, and then it got really weird around like the Little Nicky, where I kind of like lost track
Switch
of
it
where.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Where he went, and then when I seen that Uncut Gems, I was like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting like feeling.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was looking to laugh at fart jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, like, he said, like, I forgot what movie it was, but he said, like, if he doesn't win, like, an award for that movie, I think it might have been Uncut Gems, that he's just going to make shitty movies from here on out. But I don't think that was true because he made that one basketball movie.
Hustle's dope.
Oh, is that
Hustle's
good?
dope.
Yeah,
Dude, Hustle's dope.
it's
I gotta
really
see that.
good.
Personally, my favorite.
How many times have you said something? I gotta see that and not watch the movie.
You know, every time I see that, I really make it a point because if I say that, I usually mean it.
You're better than me. I'll be like, yeah, I gotta see that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna watch
I
that
usually
shit.
mean it, but the thing is like the time, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
there's more shit than there's time these days. So,
Ooh, philosophical, Miles.
but I do want to watch that movie.
What's my favorite Adam Sandler movie has to be Punch Drunk Love.
I'd never give that one a shot. I didn't see that one either. No,
I'm a huge.
Drunk Love.
Have you heard of it? No, dude. It's like you ever heard of Okay, so you're into Wes Anderson, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of P.T. Anderson? He made like the movie called The Master. He made Boogie Nights. He made Magnolia.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So he made Punch Drunk Love, and it has basically like Adam Sandler. He's like
Paul Thomas Anderson made Drunk Punch Love.
Punch. Yeah, dude.
Who was the love interest?
Just some I forgot her name, but she has a British accent. It just kind of like goes through. Wow. Yeah, dude. And
I love Paul Thomas Anderson. He's the man.
Dude.
He's the man.
Yes.
I suck at knowing people who do stuff.
Dude, so I'm assuming that you're a big movie guy.
Yeah, it depends on the director.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's do this. What are some directors?
I mean,
like?
the usuals, like the greats.
Scorsese, like all that stuff.
like I'm like Tarantino's like my guy.
Dude,
Yeah. What's your first Tarantino movie?
I don't know, because it's been a long, like who knows? Like
You don't remember like the one that introed you?
I don't.
Okay.
It might have been Kill Bill,
Oh, really?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one to come to.
But that's okay.
but I don't know for sure. It might have been Pulp Fiction. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I think it's like one of those things where you find out about like a director or someone, right? And you're like, yo, I have to have more. And then you dig into like their past and stuff. I think it's the best, man, because you don't really like, you're not there for the hype or the build that was around that film, you know? So like Pulp Fiction, everyone was talking about it, but it's just like, it's basically brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. He won awards like Oscars for that one.
I think so. He won for a couple. I mean, I don't know if he ever won like Reservoir Dogs. Have you seen Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, he didn't win nothing for that. I think like because he's so different.
Yeah.
And like people didn't really give him that love until I think Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Because he won like best movie at Cannes and all that, and then like I think he got an Oscar for that too.
First time I seen From Dusk Till Dawn, I was on shrooms.
Oh shit.
No, sorry, it was acid. It was same true. Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful segue.
And then just watching that unfold, you're like, you never forget certain parts of that movie now, because it's like embedded in my eyeball of like Selma Hayek transforming, like it ruined it.
Yeah, she's 70 now, isn't she?
She's still smoking though.
She's
70.
Patina. I think she's 70.
Oh, sorry.
We have to have a fact checker. Hannah, shout out to Hannah. She was we're in a group chat and she was listening to the episode, and I guess like she was even real time like fact checking of like Justin's stories. And I was like,
funny.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like anything that was like detrimental to the story. It was basically like just facts of like, no, it wasn't like that. You know, like how like wives correct you. It was the best thing.
Shout out to Hannah.
Shout out to Hannah, dude. Shout out to that whole crew. Y'all are amazing people. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino, man. He definitely did not steal Django Unchained from Kanye.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, he just has. I remember hearing like, when you watched Kill Bill 2, right? And then at the end you see the daughter, and then there was talks of like, oh, they're gonna make another Kill Bill, but when that girl actually grows old enough, so they want to use that same actress, and I was like,
oh, maybe for his last movie.
Yeah, that was like that's pretty deep. Like that's a lot of foresight.
That's a good theory, because he has one more movie in him, and that's I'm so curious like how he's gonna tackle that.
Tie it up. Do producers usually do that with movies where they're like, I got one in me?
Well, for him, because he always said he was only gonna make 10.
Okay.
And then he's like, and because he's like at the top of his game, he wants to leave at the top of his game, and like so that's why like 10 is it, and the next one's 10.
Damn.
Do you think you do something like that?
Make a movie?
No, walk away when you know you're on top.
Man, I'm trying to even make one, so I don't know.
I'm just trying to get.
You're gonna. No, it's coming.
I'm just trying to smell the air at the top.
You
Yeah,
you about 2 years gap, right? Every 2 years.
I guess.
So Gus did say something that we did talk about, that we were going to talk about. Psychedelics. I fucks with shrooms. You fucks with shrooms? I love shrooms. I love them more than acid. Acid.
Oh, really?
I had a bad trip.
Big difference?
Big difference.
I can imagine.
Like, because with acid, it's like 1 minute you're laughing, and then the next minute, like, you're like, punch me in the face then, and I'm just like,
oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm going home now.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I'm all for it, and I'm all for like the the benefits of each of the psychedelics, right? Like, I mean, there's been studies coming out with like mushrooms recently. Shout out to Mono. He sent me an article. Wonderland Travel Agency. They have great travel packages.
It's a great name.
He's a fun guy.
It's a fucking amazing name.
Yeah.
He sent me an article about a guy who's a paraplegic who started doing mushrooms and now has the ability to walk.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. It's like it's out there too.
Why do you think it's shunned?
I think it's shunned because number one, you can't tax it. Yeah, because like, you know, everyone talks shit about weed, right? Weed now is acceptable because it's heavily taxed.
It's profitable, yeah.
Right. And if you look at like if you look at like mushrooms, or if you look at like ketamine, even like DMT, they all serve like they can be very beneficial for people who suffer from depression, who suffer from addiction, all of these things, but yet it's not accepted. But then they will feed you opioids if you have pain. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. See, you just nailed it right
now
there.
we fucking spitting, right?
Yeah.
See, come on, hoot, yeah.
Opioids are the worst, bro.
Opioids, they are the worst. But I do love a good poppy seed muffin.
Yo, there's this documentary on HBO Max right now called like The Worst Crime Ever Did or some shit.
Yeah, what's it about?
It's about opioids and like the companies who run it. It's crazy.
It's
a 2-part docuseries. It's nuts. Watch it. Please.
I mean, like, if you look at it, I mean, I don't mean to get on my soapbox, but it's just like, if you look at like all of like the big pharma agencies, right? Remember Martin Shkreli? Fuck that guy, man. He bought that one Wu-Tang album, and then I think he wanted to fight them or something, and then he increased the price of cancer medicine. Like, it's fucking crazy.
That's how it goes, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So you know what's crazy? Like, what if that happens to mushrooms and weed? Do we even want that to, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if now it's acceptable and like governized, now it becomes that?
That's true.
Maybe we want to keep it off the radar.
Oh, that's a good question. That's like, but at the same time, it's like, you know, even though weed is like, it's legal, I still hear about people selling weed, and I think it's because they're not like allowed in the game. I don't know anything about weed. It makes me feel like I pee myself.
You should do a strand. That's like the Hollywood thing that everyone's doing, the strand.
What's the strand?
Like, you make your own strand.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You can just put some miles on it.
That's actually that game with the little callbacks. Appreciated that. I was like,
you do a little something.
Yeah, I see you in the camo.
You should probably do like, just call it kilometers. That's stupid. I'm so stupid sometimes. Anyway, so I think that's what it is. It's just like about taxing, and I mean, these things. It's all from the earth too, right?
Of course.
Right.
That's why I love mushrooms so much. Like, and by I love it so much doesn't mean like I do it, but like that's the appeal of it to me. Same appeal as weed, because it's a plant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
DMT. It's inside of you.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah, it's released like when you dream.
I didn't know
It's like when
that.
you dream and like right when you're born and right before you die. That's it.
There's DMT, and then there's have you followed ayahuasca?
I haven't. You know what I want to do is the toad. I want to do the toad.
The toad.
Sound.
Which is like a.
The way he said it. It's the way
It's sound.
something in my nose. I'm sorry.
Hey, there's something finally not in my nose, which is great. Hey, this is a great episode. The chode.
Yeah, the toad.
No, I didn't mean the chode. The toad. My bad. What about ketamine? You ever tried ketamine?
Nah, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
after this.
I have.
I'm okay,
exactly.
I'm good.
Yeah, you know, ketamine is like it's crazy because I've been seeing like a lot of ads on like Instagram, like advertising like ketamine. You don't anymore, do you?
No, thank you.
There's advertising like ketamine tea, and it's supposed to be calming and everything.
What is ketamine?
Ketamine is basically a horse tranquilizer.
Is that what they said that Joe Rogan took to beat COVID?
No, that's something else. Unless, no, I think it's something else. That'd be tight though. Yeah, I mean, I have this this theory about drugs, right? So basically, like with drugs, all you're doing, right, is just kind of getting a little taste of death, because it's not good for you health. You know, it's not good for your health, right?
Is it death or is it like finding that enlightenment sometimes? You know what I mean? Like that sparkle.
It's kind of weird, right? Like, cause you know how everyone's like, "Yo, lean, dog. Lean's like the greatest thing." And it's like, but I've taken Robitussin, and all you're doing is fighting the sleep, whereas I just fall asleep while watching TV.
I guess it's the end user, right?
Yeah, it's all about the end user experience.
You know, like, you remember like in Wolf of Wall Street when they talk about
Quaaludes?
the Quaaludes, and they're like, yeah, you gotta fight the sleep, and then you,
Yeah.
You get in the zone after that.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the same for lean, because I've never done lean.
I've never done lean either.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to do Quaaludes, but they don't exist.
Yeah.
Except for I heard in South Africa.
Really?
I think. Well, I know Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia. They did like an episode on it.
That dude's a trip.
That dude is a trip.
That dude's a trip. He'll take all that shit. That dude's a trip.
Dude, can you imagine, like, are you familiar with who he is? He's like this very just kind of like stoic dude. Like, you can tell he's done like a lot of drugs, right? And like, he's just like, and they were talking about licking toads too. And he's just like, these are like the strands and components. And he's just like, goes like super scientific.
Yeah.
And then after he gets through the boring part, he's like, and then this is me on it. And he's all like, oh, he's like in the room and shit, like tripping out. It's the best. It's very educational.
That sounds like the best. I love people who are so into drugs in that manner, like on the educational thing.
Yeah. Have you ever been like into anything like that?
Like drug wise?
No, not just anything where you want to like break it down and like find out stuff.
Mostly just music.
Music,
and like that's it. You know, like I love movies too, but like I don't understand it on that level. You know what I mean?
Oh, like so when you say you do it for music, like you like for search for samples or like you look for like sounds
like,
and things.
Yeah, just like I love like my thing is like, you know, growing up I've always been into producers, so I've like go on a deep dive. Now it's like and then I got into songwriters, and then now it's like now I'm really into bass players because like I want to play the bass. So like now like I'll find like, oh, I love this bass line, and then like who did this, and then like I'll find out, oh, this person did all these songs that I love, and you know what I mean? And then, and then this guy also played bass on this producer who I love, who worked with the songwriter, and then it's like it all just starts to make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you play any instruments?
I used to play the drums, and then that's not happening, and then I just bought a bass. For
what kind of bass?
For myself for Christmas. A Squire jazz bass. It's like a 60s jazz bass.
Damn, you went like not like that.
You know why? Because like I was thinking like, what would the funk players play in the 70s? And I'm assuming like a lot of them come from jazz background, and they like jazz or. And this is with me not doing any research.
Right.
Just thinking.
Yeah, just thinking. Yeah, of course.
And then I was like, you know what?
Breaking down music.
Yeah, this 60s jazz bass looks dope. I just bought it on Black Friday, by the way. So it was.
I'm salty. I'm salty. I'll tell you, I'm salty. I'll tell you why. Last year, shout out to Therese. She asked me. She's like, "What do you want? What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "I want a bass." And she's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" Like my mom, like when I was a kid. You know?
Yeah.
You're just going to leave it there. It's just gonna be call out. And I was like, "Fine, I don't want a bass anymore then." And then I don't have a bass. Yeah. So I'm gonna get myself.
Never too late.
Yo, guess what? My birthday's in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna get myself a bass.
Nice.
Yeah. And we could be bass brothers.
We can.
It's, you know, when it comes to like producing, right? It's crazy because you'll like what was it? There's this, you can kind of like hear styles, even when like you don't expect it, right? For example, like the guy who did what is it? The guy who produced Travis Scott's the one with what's his name?
Oh, Oz.
Yeah, the guy who he did that song with fucking Drake. What was it?
Oh yeah. Sicko Mode.
Yeah, Sicko Mode. And then he also did like a bunch of like Doja Cat, and it's just like you like before even knowing who that producer is, I already found myself drawn to these songs, right? Like Jake One, when he did like something for Chloe and the sister. And then like he also did a production for like Drake. You're like drawn to these beats and you don't know, but then it's like you're like, fuck, like it was the same guy all along. It was Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, Jake One is amazing. And then you hear like Tuxedo and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude. Fucking music, man. Do you have like listen to songs like when you're sad?
Of course.
Sad playlist.
Just that playlist.
I don't have
saved?
I don't have a sad play because I'm usually
Pretty happy.
I wouldn't say that, but like
Tempered.
if I'm sad, I don't have a sad play. I might just go on like a walk or something, or just talk to my wife or something.
I once tried to look up songs to like cry to.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I like tried to play some, and I'm like, this is stupid. I was like, these don't make me want to cry.
What's one song on your cry list?
Call my cry list.
Is it End of the Road?
No.
All by myself.
Although I do have.
All by myself.
It's so funny. When I used to work for Sutter, and whenever a contractor used to leave, I used to play that song. How do I? Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, just to
Leanne
be.
Rimes?
No. By Boyz II Men. Yeah.
Leanne Rimes? Yeah,
And then so like, you know, just to be funny, right? And then little did I know that like one of my coworkers, Michelle, like she has like a core memory tied to that, where I guess one of her like high school friends passed away. Oh. So every time I played, she'd start crying and run out of the room. I felt so bad. Shout out to you, Michelle.
But you kept playing it.
I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's comedy, bro.
You like the movie? What is it? Up? Not the movie Up. What's the one with Joy? And,
that's my movie.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
You're playing that person.
I'm playing that exactly. Just
You're
keep
the
pushing
blue
it.
person.
That's my movie. I love that movie.
That one hit a lot of feelings.
That's great.
Literally.
And you know they
Quite literally.
they work with like psychology professors from Berkeley, UC Berkeley.
Really? See, Disney is in their bag. They like really go into that shit.
Most Pixars have a death.
Whoa.
Yeah, like Up. The couple couldn't produce a baby.
Oh yeah.
So there's like that kind of death, and then she fell off. Up is one of the only Disney movies that where you see blood, because you know he had to do with the cane. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's blood. That's one of the few like Pixar movies. Yeah,
Dude,
I
that's my
love this
bag.
shit. Yeah, so this is his
my
bag.
bag.
Disney's his bag.
My
dude.
dad bag.
Yeah. No, Disney movies are great, dude. Like always amazing messages. Like
Would you like true though? Like for her playing Belle, it means a lot, and she's from our area. Like that means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That means like I seen that and I was like, she did it. Mm-hmm. Like I remember like E40 concerts which she opened. Like I remember working those like with a staff shirt, and then she's really doing it. And I was like, wow, she really put that in, and she's in a Disney movie. Disney money. That goes a long way.
A long way.
They keep it all in the family. You know what I mean? They keep everyone around.
10 to 2 man Taylor. He knows that. He knows that Disney money.
Tom Hanks. You know Tom Hanks' brother is the voice for Woody. Tom Hanks' brother.
Oh, that's kind of tight.
Yeah, spread the money out.
Really?
He doesn't want to do all the voiceovers, so he's
great.
like, oh, my brother
can.
Kuya could do it.
He's close enough.
Yeah. Imagine that though. He's like on his platinum. He's like on his platinum bed. He's like, get Al. Al will do it. And then Al comes in. He's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Tom Hanks is the fucking guy, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Hayward, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he went to.
He went to Cal State Hayward.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You fucking blew my mind, dog. He's dope though. He has.
Y'all remember Bosom Buddies?
Oh, that's a show.
Yeah, that's probably before your
That's
time.
a TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is on there?
He was a cross-dresser to live in the girls' dorm. So
Wow.
he wore like as a girl to get into the dorm because he wanted the cheap rent. That's what Bosom
Oh,
Buddies.
wow. Was it like early 80s or something?
Yeah, I'm an old man.
Do you think that's a
sounds-
spin-off of like was it Three's Company?
I love Three's Company.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
I like Three's Company too. I like Frasier. I don't think a lot of people like Frasier. You like Frasier?
A lot of people don't like Frasier.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like Frasier though, because
Thanks, man.
He's an intellect.
Frasier doesn't
Not
get a lot of
even-
love.
I'm like a pretend intellect.
Like how many kids now, like they all love 90s shows, but no one talks about Frasier.
You know what else they love? What
Yeah,
about
they
how
don't
they
like
love
about
that
Frasier.
show, Girlfriends?
People love Girlfriends.
Sing a song.
And guess who's the executive producer?
Who is?
Frasier.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, dog.
He is.
What?
I swear to God,
Yeah,
he
that's
is.
right.
Girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yes.
Frasier?
That's called.
He's smart.
Yeah, he's smart, man.
Wow.
It's called Range.
That is Range. Range Rover.
Range. I was just gonna say that.
Range Rover.
So speaking of a bass, did you make any like what was your one extravagant purchase that you've made? Like, did you buy like a, I don't know, like a gold-plated slip mat, something like that?
No, I'm not that guy. But I'm super not that guy. Like
Big ass mushroom.
Yeah.
Or like, do you only have like do you always buy like new pairs of Birks? Like you don't like you treat them like white tees. Never wear the same one twice.
Your beater Berks.
Yeah, I got the beater Berks. I'm super like chill buying myself things. You know, like this year is the first year I bought a car.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
A Jeep. But like prior to this, like I just drove whatever like I could get my hands on.
But a Jeep's like what you wanted?
For sure, it's like my dream car.
Oh, that's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
At this point in my life, it's my dream car. Yeah.
Shout out to you. You deserve that shit.
You're only child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel spoiled?
No.
No, in general. Like, do you remember feeling spoiled?
Oh, because
being an only child?
he's an only child.
Yeah, I'm
too.
only child.
Do I ever feel spoiled? Yes, in certain ways. Like I don't know if spoiled is the word, but like
You see your blessings though.
yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
like spoiled and like knowing that you got shit. It's like that's that fine line, right? Like
yeah, I gotta remind myself.
as far as like appreciating little shit, right?
Yeah.
Like that beard, bro. I'm jealous. I've been sending this beard half the episode. Like, dude, I need a beard like that.
That's crazy how you're focused on like the bottom half of his face and I'm focused on like the smooth skin on the top. I hope you're feeling all of the love on your face right now.
And shout out to Made by Grace.
Made by Grace. Real quick, kids. If you have kids or decide to have kids, have you thought about like naming conventions? Was it going to be after like musicians?
Oh, we have our names lined up. It's not after musicians. However, I like
You and the wife.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Dina.
Shout out to Dina.
Shout out to Dina.
We have our names lined up. It's not after. It does have a theme, but it's on music. But what I would love to name my kid is Jazz. I love that name. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you know, boy or girl. Yeah, it's like awesome name.
Yep.
And my name's Miles, so it's like it
Makes sense.
Connects to each other.
Yeah. We named
There's levels to that. Jeez.
we named our middle child Carter. And it's a girl. Usually it's like guys, right?
Yeah.
But we named her Carter after Sean Carter and Lil Wayne.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Carters.
Good shit.
Yeah, because they be making money. I was like, yo, this woman better be making money. Instead of getting the making money, she's a fucking thug, yo. Yeah,
awesome.
she's like I took her to the doctors the other day to get shots, and she had to get 4 shots, right? Because like different things, you know, she's at that age, and she didn't even flinch. She was like, oh, and then she was like, all right, what's this, whatever. And I was like, all right, you want to roll dice or something?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Is that the one that I met
Where
at Mila's birthday?
the oldest one is Caitlin. We didn't come up with a music naming convention then. We did something we saw on TV, but she was the middle one. Yeah. The one who's kind of thuggish. Was she sea walking?
Yeah, she's sea walking.
Had on like a lot of a lot
Taylor.
of paisley. Yeah, a lot of paisley. And then Ramsey, obviously named after Ramsey Lewis.
Oh, I love that.
I thought it was a wrestler. Like Ramses.
No, everyone says that. Oh, Ramsey, like Ramses, and it was like, I don't even know that
Nacho
movie,
Libre.
dog. Yeah, exactly. Ramses.
Ramses is the best.
It's cool, man, and you know, just naming kids and shit. Well, Miles, thank you for coming.
For real.
Wait, are we done?
Oh, you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Wait, he just opened the Ramses.
Run it.
Yeah,
no,
right.
only because, like, you know, like, there's like a museum in San Francisco right now.
I saw that.
And they have the Ramses.
Yeah. And I was,
tomb.
Oh, the exhibit?
Yeah.
The Egyptian Ramses.
I'm scared of that stuff.
what?
Why?
Something about messing with the dead.
Ooh.
I draw lines at certain stuff, right? Like, we wouldn't like if someone digged us up and brought us around the world, right?
You're right about that part.
Like, I don't know what's attached to that.
I'd be able to travel.
You would. You could great miles, but
Hey,
I don't know.
that's a
I don't know what's
double entendre.
attached to that. You know what I mean? Like, I believe, like, you know how you talk about like opening up. Like, I believe in like other realms,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Multiverse, however you want to say it, right?
Do you believe that into that too? Do you believe that?
Probably.
Yeah. So I just want to.
You can't get around that, right? Like, there's too many things like that point at the possibility of what's out there and
Yeah.
what's really happening, and they keep you drugged so you don't think about shit like that, right? Like you're talking about like big pharma, right? They keep you dumb or they keep you sick. So like I think about like that whole multiverse of like the spirit world. Like this is not our like. I don't know if y'all think it, but this is not my last destination, right? This is just a chapter onto
Definitely
the next
not,
one,
yeah.
right? Like whatever this transition is, it's definitely a transition, and it's just. Do you guys feel you see Ghost
This motherfucker's spitting right
on
now,
some real
dog.
shit?
Have I ever seen a ghost? I don't think I have, but I know a lot of people who have.
Yeah, I've had certain experiences.
I feel
I've had
feel
experiences
yeah.
too.
traces, and I feel spirits. Like
Yeah.
when you lurk, like when I feel someone's in a corner.
Yeah.
Y'all ever see those shadows? Like
Dude,
like
stop.
just
Oh
turn in.
man, I've definitely felt a spirit before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Was it a passing or was it an area?
So one time when I was younger, my aunt just passed away, and we went to her house, during her after the viewing or whatever. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin. We walked the dog, and then when we were walking back, her car, which was the horn honked at us
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere when we passed by her car, and then we went up to the house. And then we went in her room, and this crazy feeling just came like over me.
And they say like kids actually have that sense where they can see it.
Yeah, I didn't
because
see it.
they're not exposed yet. Like kids are still so innocent
Yeah.
that they all they're hearing is still hearing. There's not
still
not a lot of
open.
noise
They're
yet.
still open, too.
Exactly. There's not a lot of noise yet, and
Oh yeah.
Yo, this is dope. I've never heard you talk about this before, and you talk about it so passionately. That's fucking amazing.
I'm definitely aware. You know what I mean? Like I'm aware, and
Yeah.
I understand walking into spaces and feeling that energy is not there.
Yeah.
Like this is not the right energy. Like when me and my wife were doing open houses, walking into certain people's house and feeling like,
Oh, it's huge.
nope,
Yeah, that's a big thing.
nope, not this is not the one. Like I feed off energy because it conducts, right? It attracts. So you as a creator, like all your energy has to be like. That's why you said you're kind of chill. You're an only child like me. I feel you on the way you have tunnel vision. You know what I mean? Like to your success, because your thoughts are all you have as a kid.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being young and like not having older siblings, because you have to go find your music. I was talking to Rommel, because Rommel has older brothers, and my boy Phil and my boy Mono on the pod, and separately they all have older brothers, and music is introed because it's brought into the house.
Yeah.
Whereas you as an only child, you had to just live the music, and you're like, you know what, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
Totally.
And it's finding that lane. And
Till this day, that's how it is.
dude, only childs, we're fucking geniuses, dog. People just don't see it. I'm telling you. I got you here. I don't even know you. Sorry. No, but it's like in the way you're in tune with like the energy around you, as far as like, because you've been in the Philippines, you know the cultures they throw at you, like, hey, don't look at that corner, or come in that house now, it's getting dark. You know what I mean? Don't have your hair wet. Jan knows, because you lives out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said Jared knows because he has long hair. And you can sit right after hair wet. I was like,
It's moist as fuck right
I know,
now.
exactly.
My boy's hair is luxurious.
yo,
It's
I just
fucking moist.
imagine like Jan like sitting on the bed with like, that towel wrapped around his head, and he's just like, can't even sleep because I'm tired. Put the shit to dry.
Got the house heater on hella loud.
How long is it? So after if you shower before bed, how long does it take to dry your hair?
Probably like an hour and a half.
Because you don't blow dry.
To dry your hair?
Do you use a scrunchie at home?
Yeah. Check it out.
I was
Hey.
reading. This is weird, but like I was reading this blog like 2 nights ago about like growing your hair out.
Jeff is the oracle.
The energy,
He's
I'll
the
tell you,
oracle.
dog. The
And
fucking stars are aligned.
They
bro.
were like, don't blow dry your hair because it gets like all crazy. They're like, you gotta just let it dry.
yeah, it
Is
damages
that true?
it, right?
Is that true?
Yeah, I'd never went blow dry my hair.
You want a flat iron? I'll get you a flat iron. My wife probably got a hell of them.
Oh, I thought you were pulling on flat irons. I was like, I'll take one. So, do you, let me ask you a question. Do you only wash your hair once a week?
No, every day.
Ooh, that's damaging.
What do you use? Herbal essence?
Whatever I could find. And,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the girls got out, huh?
Yeah.
Vidal Sassoon?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
VO5?
So, what was your hair like in high school?
It was like this.
What about in middle school?
Oh, so this is not your first time having long hair then?
No.
Wait, so you've been rocking the same cut for years?
You've been concrete rocking for years.
I actually had a.
I see what you did there. It's fucking.
Come on, man.
I actually had a bucket list of hairstyles, and I'm going down.
It seems like you only made it to the first one.
Yeah, mine
You're like
ended up
long hair,
fade.
and then you're like.
I'm at the last one, which is actually getting my
Mullet.
hair braided. I never had it braided.
Yeah, I never had my hair braided.
Hold on. So your bucket list only consists of stuff to do with long hair.
Straight backs, like
You're like,
Justin
you're
Timberlake.
like braided, boxes,
Straight backs.
No,
half done like Method Man,
I had a
Ponytail.
mullet.
ponytail,
Double ponytail.
Yeah, double ponytail,
You have the ponytail connected to the ponytail.
side ponytail, and you're like,
It's a rainbow.
I had a Rodman thing actually
Dennis Rodman?
after high school. Yeah.
what?
And then after that, I just started going down. Okay, what else can I do with my hair? And I'll grow it, cut it.
That's tight, dude.
I got a mullet.
You had a mullet?
I might go
Pretty
mullet
much
next
did
cut.
everything,
Really?
yeah.
I don't know. I feel weird about mullets, and that's everyone. That's great. It's just it's a mullet.
I had a perm.
You had a perm?
I got a
Like Bruno Mars perm? Like that tight? Or like an S
Oh,
curl?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a perm.
So perms that's damaging to your hair. You just
Yeah.
you
Then
don't
why
really
do you
love
perm your hair?
I didn't perm my hair. This
You
is
have
natural.
to perm your hair.
This is natural.
Hey, do you think that's natural? That is not natural.
This is natural.
Is
I
that
swear
you think it's natural?
no, I swear to God. So Butch was like, shout out to Butch, my barber, who actually texted me.
Jay.
Texted me after the last episode. Was like, hey, don't ever say my name on air. Thanks, Butch. So he was like, oh, you should perm it, and I was like, nah. I was like, okay, and then I was talking to somebody else, and they said it's actually really damaging to your hair. And then Butch was like, yeah, you have thin hair anyways. I'm like, Butch, fuck you, dog. I do have thin hair, though. But
So is that perm?
That's
No, it's not
perm.
a perm.
It has to be permed.
I swear.
If that's not perm, why did Bush tell you to perm it?
Oh, because he
Get it
hates
tight.
me. It's the same reason why he doesn't cut my hair.
Get it tight.
Damn. So what does it look like when it's not faded on the side? Just crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I used to have long hair too, and my mom hated it. And she was like, cut your hair. And I said, Jesus had long hair.
Actually, have you guys seen this?
Oh, shit.
The earliest drawings of Jesus?
What is it?
So,
Does he look like Dave Chappelle?
no.
That was random.
Sheesh.
What was it?
There's all these discoveries of earliest drawing. It'll just go back of from I don't know, whatever the current one was drawn 1500, whatever that
Right.
was, early first, what is it, 1000, whatever, and then it goes to 800 and 500 and
Yeah,
200, and then super close to the time.
he was around.
Yeah, and then it's the first ones, he was just a boy. He looked like a boy with short hair, no beard. And then it grew into anyways, the first few hundred years of Jesus drawings, there was no beard and it was short hair.
It was
It was no beard and
it was
short hair.
it's hyperbole. They just started adding
He just started adding it.
that's crazy.
Was he dark skinned? These.
Well, these were just drawings. You know what I
Are
mean?
you Catholic?
Born.
I'm not. Yeah,
Or were you baptized? That's a better question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Baptized Catholic.
I was as a
Yeah.
kid, and then
Shout out to Jesus.
I probably
Amen.
I probably am. To me, they're all the same.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me. To me, all the religions are man-made.
No.
So it's
Fact.
you know,
It's very
for
true.
me, it's
No.
Bible-based,
I dig it.
Bible-based beliefs. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're just drawings on fucking
This is
rocks
one
and
of
shit.
them. Jesus.
That's definitely not a
Show it
drawing.
on the. Show it on the.
Yeah, that ain't a drawing.
Yeah.
And also the fact that
That's a 23andMe you're talking about.
Also the fact, real quick though. I just want to point out the fact that that's not. You didn't Google that. That's on your photo reel. That's in your gallery, dog. You pulled all the way back to 2020 to 2021.
His MySpace profile.
Yeah. Oh yeah, are we gonna do this right now?
Let's look this up.
So backstory.
Yeah. So well, he's looking up the Jesus.
Wait, I want to hear. That sounds way more interesting.
No, the one about your the email you didn't open up.
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah. So that would be great. By the grace of God, we've all come together.
Shout out to Made by Grace.
Made by grace. You like that? This sandwich is amazing.
I really want to get down, but the camera's right here.
I do too, and I'm sorry I got down while you were talking about ghosts. It was just so good. I was like, I have to have this, dog. Yeah. So, do you want to do it?
Sure.
All right. Let me intro this then. Prior to walking in, Miles had told us that he had recently did his Ancestry or 2023, was it 23andMe?
I think it's Ancestry.
Ancestry.com. And
How much was that, by the way?
I don't remember.
let's try to get you a sponsorship.
Yeah, probably was.
It's about like $50.
That's not solid.
50, that's not bad. I paid like a fraction of that for those that new thing that's on the internet where you like pay a certain amount and you do like an AI drawing of you. You know, you see that? I'll show you mine.
Now
later. I'll show you one. I'll show you.
Now you're in the database.
I'll
Now
show
you're
you,
in the database, guys.
Okay, so anyway, so Miles did that, and right before he walked in, he got the email of his results, and he hasn't even opened it up.
Let's see.
Miles graciously has agreed to talk about his results live on air for the first time. So we're finding this out just as Miles is finding this out. And let's see what the past holds for Miles, not the future.
Let's see if like how much
Wi-Fi.
they even. Yeah. Let's see how much they even put on here.
They're like, you are Miles, you are male.
How many questions did you have to answer? Any questions, or just fill out your information and do you do the swab test and that was it?
You do you like spit. It's like a saliva test. Like,
Okay.
so you gotta fill up a tube with the saliva,
Okay.
and yeah.
Were there any questions that you answered prior?
No, a long time ago I did. Like when I first wanted to do this, and then like you gotta answer like where were your parents born, and it's like. If I knew these things, I wouldn't be.
I won't be on a damn website, dog.
I come for the cliff notes, dog.
They're like, what nationality was your great grandfather? I was like, I don't know, you tell me.
Okay, here we go. Whoa.
Miles, please, if you will.
This is not what I expected. Okay.
Oh, wait, go ahead. It's funny because it makes no sense, but it's the best.
Okay. Shout out to Bob James,
Shout out to Bob James. Two first namers.
who he is getting money for that. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
That's
wow.
great.
Wait, every time we keep pressing it.
You guys owe him like $300 by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Jen got it. I got it.
Okay. Top one is 68% Northern Philippines.
68%.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. I thought you were.
But the second one is 17% Southern Philippines.
All right, so this is very specific.
What is that? 17 plus 68 is like.
Wait, I'm good at math. 17 plus 68 is 86.
85.
Wait, what? 17 plus 68? Oh, yeah, 85, sorry.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
85. It's a B. You got a B in Filipino right now.
I gotta be Filipino.
I just put my name on the list and it's been on the ground.
I gotta be in Filipino.
What's the rest?
Okay, the next one, which is crazy.
Wow.
It says Korea. And then the next one is.
Shout out to Hannah.
Shout out to Hannah. I can't wait to show her. And then Basque is the next one.
What is Basque?
Basque is like Spain. So Basque is like.
QUE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basque.
Is like yeah, it's Spain. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite country you DJ'd?
Philippines.
Where was this?
It was like this.
Wait, we're not done.
Oh, this province called Lonian. It's like a surf province.
Did it tell you there was Momo there? There's Momo there. I believe that all the time. I was like, all right.
Hey,
Tell me not where to look.
Gus
bro.
is like, oh, word?
I can't look up because there's people in the tree. Can't look down because there's people on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So Basque, also available at Mr. Tetsu.
Oh,
So go ahead.
nice.
So go ahead. What's that?
Basque cheesecake.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then the rest is like 2 and 1%, which is like Basque, Spain, Ireland, Southern India.
Ireland.
I mean, that's 2%.
That's where the beer comes from. That's how we put things
That's
together
what-
here at the FREE99 podcast.
That's what your love of the color green comes
Oh,
from.
man.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude, so I want to do that then.
The
So I
tone.
think my brother did that, and I was like, well, I'm just going to cheat off of his list, you know?
Yeah, we get the same answers.
Yeah, I got the same answers, right?
Or what if you don't? Then you know it's a scam.
No, but what if we don't? Because that's where my fucking curly hair comes.
Hair.
Mom, if man, I bet you my real pops plays the bongos or something.
23%.
Better than Puerto Rico or something. 23.
Pantene.
Yo, thank you for sharing that, dude.
That's not a.
No, it's not perm.
That's natural.
Yeah, this is natural.
So if it's not faded, is it just like curly ass like afro?
It's wavy. No, it's not an afro. It's just wavy.
You have product in it to make it wavy. What's in there?
No product. Before
Juices and berries.
Before I used to like have to straighten it out, but then I stopped straightening it out, and this is what it is. This is all
It looks great. It looks great.
Stop that.
I miss hair.
Miss hair.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Tremendous. Yeah.
I miss her too.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh man. Miles, man. Thank you. Love and appreciation.
For real.
I
was just soaking it in. I was watching y'all nerd out on music, so I was just letting that rock.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, like, I don't,
I like talking about ghosts.
Okay. I'm glad that we got all of the music stuff out of the way. So the next time you can come here, we can talk about documentaries, ghost, moo-moos. We can all do 23andMe, which would be 46 and us.
64 plus.
64.
I'll just add 2 plus.
6.
Anyway, so you know what I'm saying, man.
69.
Yeah. And then maybe we might have another Ube sponsor. Or not.
Appreciate the time though, really.
Yeah.
It's, any words you want to share as we wrapping it up? You know what I mean, with the homies?
Not really.
That's what's up.
Jan, you get no words, dog.
Yeah. Fuck you, I'm only child. I don't want to do shit.
Jan, what words you got for us?
Thank you. Big thank you to my ultimate. You're one of my favorites.
Oh, thanks.
Ooh.
Kind of like
Me too though.
You're definitely my top 15. That's why. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Who's your top 3?
Of DJs?
Yeah.
Dylan.
Jazzy Jeff for sure.
Yeah.
I love J-Rock. But so Jeff is like my Michael Jordan or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like the rest are just like right under him. So there's no like 2 and 3.
Yeah. Like Isaiah Thomas.
Everyone's last.
I feel that. I like that. It's just so fair.
Everyone's last.
You're right. That's what it is.
Who's the third?
Bobby.
You said DJ J-Rock, and who's the third?
Well, I grew up really loving Kid Capri. He's like he's a big
Oh wow.
influence on my style, and there's a bunch of them. I can name a million DJs.
Dude, you should do that. You should do like mixtapes, and then he'd be like, this is Kid Capri. Be like, hey, this is Miles. He'll like call him like, hey guys, enjoy my sounds.
Yeah, no, he's not. His voice is crazy.
Yeah, dude. I'm sorry, we interrupted. I'm sorry. Jan he wanted to say something. Please, again, please.
Oh, I'm just having my moment. Also, I wanted to ask you: is it true that you wanted to be a dentist?
Yes.
This motherfucker did his research, man, and he fucking.
What sparked the love of dentistry?
Okay, let me tell you the dentist thing.
Okay.
This is like when I was like 6 years old. So like when you're a kid, like you fill out the. When I grow up, I want to be.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for me, it was like a dentist at first, because like, out of like my dentist uncle was the one who had the cool he had
the cool
fat
shit.
house and the dope cars. So I was like, I want to be a dentist.
He probably had a DeLorean.
Yeah, he used to ride like the fucking bike to work with a leather jacket, and then like we go to
that's
his
fucking tight.
fat house. He's like doing archery in the backyard, and
Archery in the backyard?
yeah,
This motherfucker's living.
So
dog.
Where was his house at?
Fremont.
Land.
It's like Juniper Sarah.
The Flintstone house off of 280.
Yeah, so like my whole childhood until I was in high school, I was like, yeah, I want to be a dentist. And then like we did this thing in maybe like sophomore year. My teacher was like, write what you want to do with your life. Yeah. I was like, I want to be a dentist. And then you gotta write like why. And then I was like,
Archery.
it's like, I just, and like I really had a good reason. And then he like wrote, when you write on the thing, he's like, well, you're not really saying anything. Like, and then that like changed everything for me.
Wow. So he was like, oh,
He was
like,
super honest about it. He's like, because I think I was like, oh yeah, I want to be successful, which at the time, to me, all successful meant was that.
Dough.
All
Dentist.
like material shit.
Yeah, dough.
And
That's
then
tight.
when he's like, he made me think of it in another way, and then I was like, wow, you're fucking right. And then it's like, not only that, I was
You said
like
sophomore year?
sophomore year, and I'm over here trying to be a dentist. I'm over here failing every fucking class. So it's like, it was super.
Hating biology.
Didn't nothing lined up. You know what I mean?
Do you remember his name?
No.
Oh, that's right. Well, it's what stuck that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good shit. Oh shit. No, keep going, Jan. This is dope. I've never seen Jan like this.
I wanted to say, in an alternate universe, there's a Miles Medina as a dentist, but I'm glad we already.
Yeah.
That has a sick ass like he's
Yeah.
playing a sick like music selection. At his dentistry, you walk in, his number breaks
Or he's like rich and like fucking miserable. One of those.
with a grand piano.
or you can see it like this. It's like
Yeah.
like when he beat Juggles when he's sweetie teeth.
Or his soul's dead. You know, like in the movie Soul. You're a Disney guy.
Yes.
You know the fucking Lost Souls.
Yeah.
There's the what was he? He's a hedge fund guy.
Hedge fund baby. Yeah. Soul didn't hit me as the other Disney movies.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I only watched it once.
And I think it hits us because it has music.
Yeah.
No,
I love music. It's just it didn't hit me right away.
Which one or ones really hits you?
Toy Story 4.
Oh, what is it about Toy Story 4?
Woody and Buzz break up.
Oh.
Yeah, they go separate paths, right? He Buzz goes to what's her name? Buzz goes to the girl, and then Woody goes with his chick, little Bo Peep, and becomes like a lost toy.
Damn. What about you? What Disney movie speaks to you?
I love Soul. So
I gotta watch it again. Okay,
I
that
even
I'm really gonna watch.
Yeah, I even have this Soul, like, it's a Christmas ornament, but it's like,
Oh, damn.
it's just like a little statuette of him at the piano. But because it's like, he's so obsessed with wanting to be a musician that he becomes disconnected from life. So for me, it's very
You understand that.
Oh,
I
that's
do understand that voyage.
And
Yeah,
then
no,
it's
I
like
feel that.
at the very end, he makes it. He has his dream gig, and then he doesn't afterwards. Like he doesn't feel. He's like it doesn't feel how he thought it would.
Oh.
So it's very to me related. But like also like the character 22, the soul. She's awesome because it's like when she comes down to earth, which she was really not trying to do. She like falls in love with what life is supposed to be, which is just the most simple things, which is like walking down the street. And
Remind me, what was her background like?
I gotta watch it over again.
Soul 22.
yeah, so she was like the problem soul in the before
Like Soul School?
Yeah, so like there's the afterlife, and she's there. Shit's called like the before, the great before or something. So like she was so anti go to Earth that she would just get into the most trouble, and she's been there forever. Like all this, to put in context, all the souls are like number like 5 million trillion something, and she's 22.
Oh, she's been there for the longest.
Yeah.
Like the oldest social security number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you really like that movie.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
great.
tight.
And of course, like the music part too. So it's like the first thing that I remember is like, cause you know when it starts with the Disney music, the I remember like the beginning is like this.
It's flipped.
It's a jazz version, but it's like a really bad jazz version, which to me is a great jazz version because it's like it's the students playing it.
Yeah. That's tight. Good shit, man.
Have you seen the Elvis movie on HBO Max?
I watched like half of it.
Oh, you didn't like it? Tom Hanks is in it.
I know. Well, so
The Snowman.
I watched it at like 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep.
Oh yeah.
And then finally I got sleepy and went to sleep. But also, it wasn't what I wasn't expecting it to be like over dramatized like that.
Oh yeah, it's Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Is that the director?
Yeah, it's like a.
he did like Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
and,
Moulin Rouge. And like, I think he did like a. Was it Romeo and Juliet? The first. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet,
That's
which was
just-
dope, dude.
Yeah.
Like with the cars and the guns.
Not Romeo Must Die.
No,
That's the movie though.
that is.
That's the movie.
You win some, you dim some.
You win some, you do some.
Yeah, dude. No one asked, but I'll tell you my favorite Disney movie. Remember the Titans.
Oh. That is a Disney movie.
It is a Disney movie.
I thought you were going to say Cars. I don't know.
I like the Cars ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change mine now.
Oh, what?
My favorite. Okay, because
Okay, that's fine. We'll let it go.
that's not technically a Disney movie.
Oh,
Remember
Right?
the Titans?
I have to
it's-
trust you because you know more Disney.
It's one. I think it's one because Disney had this soul side company called like Buena Vista, right? So it was because then, my favorite movie then is Sister Act, the first one.
Oh, shit.
'Cause I was in
Here
sixth-
we go,
I was in
dog.
6th grade when they filmed that shit in the city.
He was in the school.
Yeah, I was at the school.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
tell him the story about the hat.
So all the kids got like, you know how they give like merch afterwards to like the kids, like, so they took over our school and the neighborhood for like 6 months ish. They built all that shit out. They painted all the houses.
This is the first one, right? Not the second.
Yeah, the first one. No El Boogie at my school.
No. Oh, happy.
It was just Dolores Van Cartier. They had the whole neighborhood covered, and then every piece of paper I threw in front of Whoopi Goldberg, she signed. I had her sign multiple pieces of paper. Imagine every kid did it. She signed every time.
That's awesome.
She was doing makeup. Like, I'll be walking by, like, hey, Whoopi. She's like, shh.
Who's tight, man?
Yep. It was automatic. She didn't. And then at the end, she gave all the kids hats, and this white Sister Act hat. I wish I kept, but it was
sick, dude.
6th grade, dude. It was amazing to absorb, like, to see what the behind the scenes of what it took to make a movie. And it wasn't it was a big movie, but there wasn't not a lot of action.
Yeah. It was it wasn't like seeing The Matrix.
Yeah. And it wasn't Sister Act yet. It
wasn't.
No.
You know?
That's
it was
true.
But it was Whoopi, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't know, right? They don't know what they have.
Jumping Jack Flash.
Wait. Do you have these autographs on you still or no?
No. Probably on my peachy or my folder, like my Trapper Keeper.
The sports one? With a guy in the shorts that are really high.
And it was bright yellow.
Yeah, bright yellow. Oh, shit. Sorry, Jan, go ahead. Finish your last words. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. So I do have to say, Jan he was excited for today because of how big of a fan he is.
Your body of work is very impressive, my friend. Like, it's hard to groove into the conversation because of what I know you accomplished. So I'm just kind of I'm watching it happen. You feel me? So I just try to talk about Ghost. That's what I do.
Yeah, I'm just I'm a fan, but I'm just glad we're homies, man. Thank you for doing the show.
Real talk.
Love and appreciation. I'm sorry. So were those your last words?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have a favorite Disney movie?
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Look at that, all inclusive. I love that shit.
Something to remind you of the girls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, princess movies are great.
Yeah.
The Princess Bride.
Which we gotta talk about those after.
Ooh.
Do you have a favorite princess? What Jan do?
After hours, Patreon only.
Name a movie. Any movie. The first one you think about.
Don't say Shrek.
First one. That's not a Disney movie.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's DreamWorks.
Don't
bro.
say Minions.
Okay.
That's not a Disney
if we need to veer off, can you guys name a favorite movie then?
Oh, in general?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
We gotta start with Jan.
Jan, go.
Jan, what's your favorite movie, Jan?
I'm gonna say Scott Pilgrim right now.
Oh wow. For me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why is that your favorite movie?
There's like a cool
Yeah.
bass, aspect.
And I fucking love my wife often compares me to Michael Cera, which is funny.
You can't grow a beard though. You can't grow a beard though.
No, he's just like, because he's like
His mannerisms?
super awkward. Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
So the director who did Scott Pilgrim also did Baby Driver. And Baby Driver, the music. Oh my god.
And what's the latest movie? There's an. Do you remember that director's name?
I don't, but school me. Do you remember?
I forgot.
We'll Google it.
Yeah. Anyways. Scott
Favorite movie,
Pilgrim.
Favorite
remember?
movie, easy, off the top. Devil Wears Prada.
Wow.
Really?
Hell yeah, dog. It has fashion. It has the guy from Entourage. Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Dog, Meryl Streep. And then it shows, see, it's about showing the emotion, right? Where she plays like this hardened fashion or magazine director, and she has to stay hardened because of the business, right? But then when she's going through and the divorce papers have to be dropped off or whatever, and then they see like the break in it, then you start to see it, but then she reverts.
Yeah.
My favorite moment in that is when Anne Hathaway
So pulls back.
Yeah, no, just what's the last minute, so, a little guest appearance. So when she is first starting there, and then she's like, "What? I don't get fashion anyways," or something like that. And then she starts talking. Meryl Streep. She starts talking about how fashion is kind of like what they had on the runway now trickles down to all of the stores and stuff. And being a part of that scene with like streetwear and stuff, it just kind of it just strikes a chord to me. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's
good.
It's one. Like when pre-streaming, like all you had to watch was the DVDs that you had.
Yeah.
So like,
Is that
it was one of them that I had. Yeah.
Really?
That was one of them.
Also, tied with that is High Fidelity. That's also.
Have you seen the show? The reboot?
Hell yeah. It got canceled, but
Yeah. Great
fucking
show.
so good, dude.
What are your movies?
Definitely like Lost in Translation is like. I love that movie.
Okay. Okay.
I'm very much Coming to America.
Yeah, that's definitely up there too.
That
shows like
classic.
everything about me. Like
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was like pinnacle to me, like growing up, like watching his comedy. And, like, yeah, and Arsenio. I was a big Arsenio Hall
Hell
fan.
yeah. I remember watching Arsenio when I was a kid.
Hell yeah, dude.
My mom got me an autograph from Arsenio, and then like back then, that's like what the '90s. It
Man,
was
you
like,
got major autographs. Dude.
I know, and they're all in the same fucking piece
I'm
folded.
only a
dog.
child. I'm not scared to ask. I'm like, can I get this? Can I get this? But yeah, Arsenio Hall was one. Yeah, and it was on it said "Think Like a Winner," and then it had the gold A with the dot.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm
God.
talking about? It said yes.
You don't have it anymore, dude.
No, it's somewhere.
Now we're gonna find that shit.
It's in a planner or an
I
organizer.
would put that on the wall, like right when I wake up, like think like a winner. From
Arsenio said-
Hall. Was it like a headshot of this? Or is it just
Yeah,
on,
it was like a real headshot, like the photos they give, like
Yeah.
like the fan mail shit. Yeah,
That's tight.
Arsenio Hall. That was my motherfucker. I love that show. The Dog Pound.
Yeah,
Come on.
I saw like a recent clip of like a Arsenio Hall. I think it was like Macho Man on Arsenio
Yeah,
Hall.
that's a good clip.
Hey, brother. It was like he was talking. I was like, I don't understand what's going on, but this is greatness. Man, good shit. Do you have any last words, guys?
I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for the time. You know what I mean? This went by really fast, and this is a long podcast.
This is the longest to date.
Yeah.
my bad, sorry.
No.
Don't you ever apologize.
You have to water a little bit for it to grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, you got fucking bars tonight, dog. I like it.
Appreciate you. Real talk.
Appreciate you too. Thank you, everybody. Good.
Episode 157.
57.
I didn't even announce it in the beginning.
No, we didn't. 157.
157. Thank you to Made by Grace.
Thank you to Miles Medina. Thank you, Gus. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you, Rommel.
Good night, Moon.
Good night, stars.